Hey, y'all, and welcome to what will probably be the last prayer cast for a little while. Here at Grace, we've decided to take a break from creating weekday prayer casts until Advent. There will still be the weekend children's prayer casts for the next few weeks at least. But yeah, so this is the last for a little while, and I want to talk about 2020 and trauma and helping each other construct narratives that help with recovery. But I need to keep an eye on Flapjack here because he just got spayed 2 days ago, and I'm letting him have his cone off so he can bathe himself. But if he starts, picking at the stitches on his tummy, it'll have to go back on. In the meantime, let's talk about two things regarding trauma. First of all, let's talk about the idea of 2020, this year, the pandemic and the upheaval and the unrest really is a time of trauma. It's changed how we live and how we view each other and our nation, security, things like that. Um, and it's also a time for a lot of people that has been bad for depression and other mental illness. And one thing about depression is that it makes you view life as a sort of empty expanse, and it really messes with your memory. And so a lot of us, when we look back on 2020, hey fella, you good? As we look back on 2020, a lot of us are going to only see the bad parts, and forget whatever little pieces of goodness we were able to build for each other and ourselves in this year. And so, what I want to do is encourage y'all to start building um, memory banks of some of the good things that happened for you in 2020, because I'm going to quote someone who shared this idea on social media. Um, I keep seeing people nervously joking about April to September being nothing more than a blank space. And as someone who has been studying trauma for as long as I have, don't let it be. Go back. Look at the pictures you took on your phone. Read old journal entries if you have them. Use this last bit of 2020 to document beautiful moments, moments you were proud of, moments that comforted you, and start to build at least the beginnings of a kind hearted story about how you handled the spring and summer and fall of 2020. That simple framework of a story is the scaffolding you will use for your future recovery. Let it be a dark space if it wants to be, but scatter a few campfires in there for your own sake. I really liked that idea. And so I invite you tonight to either with loved ones who you live with or just by yourself, um, prayerfully remember some of your favorite moments from 2020 and what beautiful moments did you witness or participate in. For instance, we got Little Flapjack this summer, and so it's a great joy for me and my wife Leah to get this new goofy member of our family. I actually, here's something you might think of doing, is I created a small, cheap photo album. It cost like $3 to make this on Walgreens website, but for Leah's birthday, I made her an album called Not All Bad, January to October 2020. So just little moments from our 2020 that we're happy. And so, that includes things like baking. We've done a lot of baking this year, just hanging out, celebrating our birthdays together. Leah's done a lot of art, so drawing, our cat just being a goofball, things like that. Um, And yeah, just our cats have been a great source of joy and hope for us this year. So what have been sources of joy and hope and rebuilding for you this year? I invite you to think about those and start building a narrative around 2020 that yes has a lot of bad parts, but also some good parts too. Because it will help us all as we as we move forward and continue to build our realities that include 2020 in them. So, good night and take care.